Oh, hello! Welcome to the fiddle lesson. Today we're going to learn the tune Old Joe Clarke, but we're going to do it in a different register. That is, we're going to play it lower than it normally is. Normally it's played up here. Now we're going to learn it down here. It's called transposing it, and it's a cool way to reinvent the tune, a cool way to fiddle with it and take something old and make it new again, which to me is what fiddling is all about. It's like taking a melody and just constantly recreating it. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to play it, and then we're going to learn it step by step, okay? Here it goes. Old Joe Clarke, lower register. Cool. Are you excited? I am. This is going to be awesome. You're going to love this. Alright, so I suggest doing a certain scale before starting it. And the scale is kind of a variation on the D major scale. Actually, just play a D major scale once. You're going to get a teeny theory lesson while we're at it. So you've just done the D scale. Now we're going to do a mode of the D scale called A mixolydian. So basically mixolydian, without getting too fancy music speak on you, is when you start on the 5th degree of any scale. So D scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to start it on the A and basically play the same notes of the D scale. So here goes A mixolydian. I'm showing you this because basically this will be useful for the tune. This is kind of how the tune goes a lot. The way it works. So, and now just do that in the lower octave. So we have 1, 2, raise third. If you don't already know that, you should really pause the video and practice this for hours. But if you already know that, do the A mixolydian scale. Note that's a regular third finger, a G natural. Here it is again. If you get that, it's really going to unlock the tune. And in general, learning tunes, I think you should play the scale first, get that in your ear, get it in your fingers, and the tune will flow much more easily. And it'll make the scales more fun and the tune more fun. Okay, so good. Now we're ready to go on the tune. I'm going to play you the first riff, which goes. Here it is again. Then that's sort of the hardest part of the tune, I think. Good. And now let's put together the first quarter. Here it is again. Now let's cycle on that. One more time. the way, if you don't already know the tune, I should have told you this earlier, but if you don't already know the tune, learn the basic version in its original key. You're asking yourself, how can I do that? I've got another video for that up. Beginner, basic version, and intermediate version. So, we just did the first quarter of the A part. Second quarter, it starts the same. Then it does this. Here's that addition again. Let's put together the second quarter. Good. Let's cycle that. Good. Third quarter starts the same. And then it does this. Similar to the first, but a little different. One more time on that. And again. And then we end this part with that's also the ending to the B part, because it's coming up next. Here it is again. Once more. Okay, so if there's any part that you don't feel comfortable with at this point that we've done so far, rewind, practice it, get it. Now we're going to put together the entire A part. Okay, here we go. 3, 4. Notice I'm putting an accent on the 2 and the 4, and if you aren't really familiar with the offbeat accent, it's this. I'm using the hoedown pattern, long, short, short, long, short, short, long, short, short, long, short, short. And then I'm accenting the first of every, I'm accenting this 2 and the 4. 1, 2. It's an amazing accent feel to get for fiddle music, and you could just practice that every time you play. Alright, let's do the B part. So the B part starts with this. Adding. The open D, here it is again. Then we're going to do this. Here's that again. Putting together the first quarter. You try it. Oh, that was good. Good job. Let's cycle it together. 3, 4. Again. approach any music you learn by cycling little parts. It'll take you a long way. You'll get that part and you'll just enjoy it more. Alright, second quarter. Starts the same, but then it does something different. Here's that again. Then we're just going to hang out doing a hoedown pattern on G after that. Well, there's the first finger thrown in. If you already learned the intermediate version that I have up, that video, then this is the only part that's melodically a teeny bit different because I don't have was the other version, but I don't have the F sharp that's lower and the E that's lower. Anyhow, so there's just a slight fiddled with it slightly to make it work in this register. I think it sounds cool. I think it's kind of cool to hang out on that G and just kind of grind away on it. Alright, so once again slowly the second quarter. Good. Now the third quarter. Almost identical to the first, except that I add a second finger on the G. Here it is again. And again. And finally, the last quarter, which is the same fourth quarter from the A part. Excellent. Well, if there's any part in this B part that you're unsure of, just rewind and practice it a bunch. Try to loop on it. I'm now just going to play the entire B part, and then I might just launch into the full tune after that, and it kind of more mid-tempo, so you can play along with eventually. So here's the whole B part. Let's do the whole tune once. Thanks for watching, by the way. This has been fun. Hope you've had a good time too. And let me know how it goes. Let me know if I can improve the lesson somehow. Okay, well, I'm going to play the tune and then we'll see you next time. Faster, whole tune. B part.
Excellent.